One thing that we respect about a woman is how firm she is on her non-negotiables, because it's gonna let us know how much effort that we need to put in. Like certain women that you run into, and as men, we know it, we could just do whatever. We could say whatever, we could be half-assed, we could be inconsistent, and we know that she gonna be there at our every beck and call. If we call at 3 a.m., she picking up. If we in this situation, hey, we need something, she coming through. But it's certain women that we know, yeah, nah, man, we got to like go about this the right way. She not playing. Like she said that, you know, this is what she expects, this is what she requires. And as a man, I gotta climb up that ladder and get there, or she will move around from me. And it's not even necessarily, oh, she got this many options or whatever, but it's just a matter of, hey, she's not tolerating anything that's outside of her non-negotiable list. And as a man, we respect that. And more times than not, when it's time for us to settle down, that's who we settle down with. One thing that we respect.
Now, let me say this. I just feel like this guy is not necessarily telling you the whole thing. Here's the thing. I think what he's saying, well, basically, the only men that will do that is men that have a woman that they value more than themselves. Okay. You know, there is nothing better on the planet than a cooperative woman. But a woman who will give you her non-negotiables and this, that, and the third, that's the woman you will settle with. Well, that's not the woman I would settle with. Okay. I don't necessarily respond well to ultimatums, and I don't respond well to a woman directing the relationship, because I'm gonna tell you, you're setting a precedence right then and there. Okay. And you're setting a precedence that she will run the relationship. She will run everything. And a lot of black men come from single parent households with a single mama, and they're used to women running the situation. So, and a lot of black women grow up in those same households, and they're used to running the situations, and they see their mama running the situations. So they give the black men the orders like they seen mama giving their brothers. And we're all programmed to think that the women are supposed to be leading everything. Well, that's kind of the ideology is, it looks like he's coming from, is that we wait for orders from the woman on her non-negotiables, and we try to reach and climb up to those standards. And it's like, I would ask, how were you raised? Were you raised in did you have a father figure or positive male presence in your life? Because I did. And I don't believe in the whole let her set the bar and you be man enough to jump over the bar. Like, I don't agree with that. Give me a cooperative woman who is answering the phone at 3 a.m. whenever I need her to. I'll take her every day. I'll settle down with her. Okay, so, and here's the problem. Men be giving women mixed messages. Okay. This is why this video got 70,000 likes, because the women love this, right? But it's not necessarily realistic. When I decided to get married, I married because I thought I found a woman who had my back, who was going to be there for me, and who proved herself to be worthy of being called a wife and being married. That's who I married. It wasn't because of any, kind of, I guess you could say, standards or anything that she put, or ultimatums that she gave me. And I wasn't trying to jump over no hoops either. Nowadays it's hard for men to settle down because of just how the laws are set up. I mean, you got to really have a good deal on the table in order for a man to get married. So for her to give all of these standards and give all of these ultimatums and things like that, what he's talking about, and then expect a man to marry you, no. I know he got a lot of likes on this video, but that's not telling y'all the truth. Okay, the truth is, for most men, you got to put a good deal on the table. And I would even say for black men, your deal don't got to be as sweet. Well, I take that back, because nowadays, brothers, you really got to sell them on getting married these days. Okay, you really have to sell them. And having a woman who set standards and set the bar, and you got to jump over hurdles to be with her just because you want to prove yourself as a man, I question you as a man. I'm gonna just keep it real. So let's see some of the comments that were made in this video. Never ever adjust your crown for a clown. Wow. Okay. I'm not necessarily sure. I mean, it's a woman saying this, so I'm not necessarily sure where she's going for that. I guess she consider herself a queen, as you could say. See, so never adjust your crown, I guess, for a clown, for a man, pretty much. And she got a lot of likes. Let's see what else. A woman being kind and loyal is no excuse to mistreat and abuse her. There is no excuse at all, actually. Even if a woman has a low self-worth or whatever the case, it's still no excuse to mistreat and use a woman. I'm not sure where she got that misusing a woman from. I think it was her opportunity to vent, but nobody's talking about misusing women. I mean, if anything, he's talking about putting women on a pedestal. So I don't know where that comment came from. God is going to hold you accountable for the women you mishandled. Again, where did y'all hear the video? I'm not sure where you getting this mishandled and misusing the woman from. He didn't say any of that stuff. I haven't seen these comments before, so I'm a little bit surprised. I'm so comfortable being single and loving myself. I'm glad I don't have to deal with any of this. And that's a woman. Okay, well, I hope you have a poodle. Next comment is, God keep men away from me that devalue women or being kind to them. Okay. You want God to keep men away from you who devalue women for being kind to them. Okay, so I guess I don't know where, like, is this the same video? I don't know where these comments is coming from, to be honest. The man for you will chase you down. He has to respect. Oh, there you go. He will chase you down. Again, set the bar for the men to jump over. He has to respect and adore you. Losing you is not an option to him. Love who loves you. Stop trying to change people. Free will. You can't make a man want, love, or marry you by just being good to him. Well, there's some truth in that, because a man has to want to be ready to marry. Okay, first of all, you got to find out if you got a man who is ready to marry. That is that is where the rubber meets the road, really. It's not about how high she set her bar and you got to prove yourself as a man and all this other stuff that this guy is talking about. You got to first say to yourself as a man, are you ready for marriage? Okay, you got to be marriage minded, and you have to justify making that move because it's a big step. It's a big move. And you have to be with a woman who can even get your mind to even start thinking about marriage. So first you got to be marriage minded, or you have to have a woman who is worthy of thinking of being marriage minded. And that's where it starts. It has nothing really to do with how high she set her bar or anything like that. Some men will diligently pursue this kind of woman only to mistreat her when they win her over. Sociopaths. I just pray I meet a God-fearing man who never know what the hurts like. Oh my good, like what are you I'm sorry, y'all. I haven't seen these messages and I'm just kind of tripping, like, sociopath, like where is this coming from? The guy, he didn't say anything related to this in this video. He didn't. Where is this mistreating stuff coming from? I did hear him say, you know, a good woman, you'll be lackadaisical, she'll pick up the phone at 3 a.m. and all that other stuff, but I didn't get mistreating her out of that. But it seemed like there's a heavy focus on mistreating women. It's like, oh my goodness, this whole comment section need therapy. I'm gonna just be real. I read one more. Okay. Game recognized game, but a king recognized a queen. You know what? I'm gonna like that one, because I actually agree with that. And a king will recognize his queen. It's more sophisticated than just being. It's more involved in just meeting a woman who has these, I'm gonna set this bar for you to jump over standards, and then she must be the right one, I'm gonna settle down with her. No, it's way more involved than that. It takes a lot of things to go right for a man to even make that decision to go down that road. All that being said, shout out to Crew Season. This guy, I have to admit, I'm gonna admit to you, I don't agree with a lot of what this guy has to say, but he has a strong following, and he serves a lot of Happy Meals. I'll just put it that way, and Happy Meals are in demand. And people like Happy Meals with toys in them. So he's not at the Derek Jackson level. He's not at the, sometimes he comes, realistic, but, a lot of times he served Happy Meals and he's successful for it. But no, I know it sounds like I'm throwing shade, but it's not necessarily shade. Shout out to Crew Season, but I will respectfully disagree with this ideology. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
You can't blackmail this blackmail.